Welcome back to Awesome Definition. We about to talk about NXT No Mercy, our prediction. We started with the match with ruca versus Laney Reed for the WWE Women's Speed Championship.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting because at first I was going 100% with Soruka, but I kind of feeling that Lenny Reed, that's her name, right? Might join Figure Infant, and there's a good chance that she might win. What do you think about that?
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. That's like what our news. But ruca versus Laney Reed. If you're gonna go with Laney, I'll just go with ruca. To be honest.
Yeah, that's the only reason because of what I told you. I'll go for Lenny Reed because she might join or not. We're not 100% sure. I'm just guessing.
Okay, so my pick is ruca.
And my pick is Lenny Reed. For our next prediction, we're going to talk about Ethan Page and Tavion Heights for the North American Championship belt, which I almost messed it up. Yeah, North American Championship belt. The prediction for this one, I think maybe I'm going with Ethan Page. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I'm going to eat the page too. I don't know if I don't really believe in Tavion Height, to be honest, winning the North American champion because they haven't really made me believe too much about it. I think Ethan Page is still gonna have this championship.
I
To be
mean,
honest.
where Demi Priest came out to talk good about him. You think it helped or then
Not
not really, right?
not really. I love Damian Priest, but if it was somebody like I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I get it.
And like it maybe helped him a little bit to get him maybe a chance to win the championship. I'm not saying it's impossible for him to win. I'm just thinking that Ethan Page is going to retain. I don't see a championship change with Tavion Heights. I think Ethan Page keeps the title, especially that they lost in Heat Wave like with Tavion. So I didn't really like that for him. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Ethan Page to win the North American, retain the North American Championship.
Okay, so I guess I stay waiting to page 2.
On our next match, we have Jevon Evan versus Josh Bridge. What do you think about this?
I mean, Josh Britt make this probably pretty interesting, but like I always said, Jevon is the future, so I'm looking for Jevon plus. He was the first one, didn't he? Jevon was the first one.
I think so.
Yeah,
Really,
so I would see Jevon losing twice.
yeah, I guess that's a good point as well. I guess I'm going with Jevon Evans too. To be honest.
Yeah, that was simple. Jevon Evans, and now we're gonna talk about Jordynne Grace versus Briggs Monroe in a steel cage weaponized match, which I think that's a new one for me. What do you think?
What do you mean? Like I think about the match or think about
The steel cage with weapons. I'm not really sure if I've seen that before.
I seen it with Dean Ambrose versus who he faced? Chris Jericho. But they had but it wasn't called weaponized. They had their weapons. So Chris
Oh,
Jericho had his corner of different weapons and Dean Ambrose had his different corners of weapons and they'd fight each other with those weapons. That's the only similarity of my memory of a weaponized match of Dean Ambrose versus Chris Jericho. But yeah, we're gonna see who's gonna win this match. I think Jordynne Grace might win this match because I think this might be a trilogy. And correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is their second match.
yes.
So I think it's gonna be a trilogy. And I think Jordynne Grace is gonna pick up this win, and then we're going to get Blake Monroe to win the final match because I don't think it's gonna end in No Mercy.
Yeah, I was leaning to Blake Monroe only because she changed her character a little bit, but you might be right. Since Blake won the first one, there's a good chance that Jordynne might win this one, the second one. So it could be a trilogy. Yeah, I kind of to agree with you. I guess I'm going with Jordynne Grace for this match.
If Blake Monroe wins, don't blame me. You like you did to me that one time. So
Yeah, I know.
this is your decision. So my pick is going to be Jordynne Grace.
Yeah, Jordynne Grace too.
On our next match, we have Lola Vice versus Jacy Jayne for the NXT Women's Championship match. Who do you got for this one?
That's tough. I'm not really sure because everybody's gonna be home, and I feel like Jayne is in a row, so I don't know if she's gonna lose that fast. So
She's in a row besides losing her TNA title.
yeah, that's the only bad thing. But I think I'm gonna pick Jayne just because I picked
Laney Reese.
Laney
You said
Reese.
Laney Reese might help Jacy Jayne.
Yeah,
when I can see that.
Yeah, they might help each other. They might do like a thing. You help me, you help me, I help you. But yeah, but it's gonna be tricky because like you say, Lola that's her home, so it's tricky.
That'll be interesting. So in your point of view is a lot of people with fatal influence have some gold. Laney Reed, in your point of view, is going to be speed champion, and Jacy Jayne returns to be NXT champion. And I guess Follow Henry could try to go for the North American Championship again if they want to get everybody gold in fatal influence.
Yeah, that would make sense for them.
So that would be cool and everything. But I'm gonna pick Lola Vice because Lola Vice, the promo packages, the video packages they put in her, she's near her hometown. I think it's finally time for Lola Vice to win an NXT Women's Champion because a lot of the times she was facing for the NXT title. It wasn't really time because a lot of the big women like Stephanie Valkyrie and Julia and Roxanne Perez, she was in a kind of a busy time, but now I think we're in a good time for the women wrestlers so they can actually have an opportunity to win the championship. And I think I'm going to go with Lola Vice winning.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. Yeah, for me, it's like a 50-50
Yeah,
match.
because I could see your point of view with Laney Reed, being speed champion and help Jacy Jayne win, but I'm gonna go different. I think Lola Vice might win in her hometown. That would be cool with her family, her sister. So heard about her sister training about being a wrestler, so that's cool too. So maybe we'll see her in the future. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Lola Vice.
And I'm gonna go with Jacy Jayne. And now we're gonna talk about Omar Femi versus Ricky Saint for the NXT Championship, which I believe it might be the main event. And this is a tough one, to be honest. Like, I feel like Ricky Saint might be one of the toughest opponents that Omar Femi had in a while. What do you think?
Yeah, besides Jevon Evans, I could see that. Hey, you know who was actually a tough opponent for Obafemi? What was his name? And he was in
Jasper
LFG.
Troy?
Yes, Jasper Troy. Like in the match, like he was a very tough opponent for Obafemi. So this is gonna be interesting to see because I like how they're doing the storyline with Ricky. Like Ricky's ignoring the invasion and he's just focusing on the NXT champion. I like how they're not ignoring Ricky Saint because Ricky Saint is just focused on that gold. He's not focused about anything else besides that gold. So wow, this is gonna be a very tough match, but I don't see Obafemi losing to Ricky. I feel like they're gonna have Obafemi beat a record, maybe Adam Cole. I think he's gonna win. He's gonna retain that title until Stand and Deliver and Jevon Evans. I still think Jevon Evans is gonna be the one to beat him for the NXT Championship. So there is a chance where Ricky could win the NXT title, but I'm still gonna go with Obafemi.
I'm with you. I think there's a chance Ricky could win, but not now. I'm with you. I think they want to do more with Obafemi, and if in the future Jevon ever take it from Obafemi, there's a good chance that Ricky Saint might take it from Jevon. But I just don't feel like it's his time. I mean, he already won the North American belt, so both of them are former North American champions. So then that kind of sucked. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Obafemi.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Obafemi as well.
And yes, like I always say, if you like what we're doing, because we love what you're doing, you can always follow us at
our Instagram or TikTok and subscribe on the YouTube page and leave a like below.
And if you're still watching us, I just want to say thank you and peace.